Good day, good people. Good day, good people. Welcome back to another episode of A Dope Black Dad. I am your host, Marcus A. Smothers. Listen, it's the summertime, it's hot. Whew, I hope everybody has been staying hydrated because this Jacksonville heat is like no other. I trust you. If you're not staying hydrated, do it, do it, do it. And not just right now, like you got to hydrate today for tomorrow. Because if not, you just find yourself waking up in the middle of the street or just find yourself waking up at work because you are dehydrated. So, I want to jump into a new episode today. For any of you who follow me on Instagram or follow me on my Facebook page, I posted a pin. I collect pens, lapel pens like these. I have close to 100 of them, and all of them represent something like very important to me. And I am going to discuss this pen here. If you would like to see the pen close up in its entirety, you can go see it on my Dope Black Dad Instagram story. And this is the motivation behind this episode here. And I'll read it for you also. So the pen reads, there are people less qualified than you doing things you want to do simply because they decided to believe in themselves. I'll read it one more time. There are people less qualified than you doing things you want to do simply because they decided to believe in themselves. This pen is a vibe all by itself because it sits in a place where you can think of it as an arrogant quote or you can look at it as a motivational quote. For me, I use it as a motivational quote, not an arrogant quote. Because if I was extremely arrogant, then that means I would never get myself up to do what I needed to do. I would just continue to sit on the sideline. It gives you the example of people who sit on the sideline or people who just sit on the TV or not on the TV, people who sit on the sofa and critique everybody. It's like if you go to a football game, a baseball game, a basketball game, I don't care, pickleball, and you always have that one person who's always critiquing everybody. They're always talking about the coach. If I was a coach, I would have did this. If I was a coach, I would have did that. If it was me, I would have did this. But you never actually do it. You find safety in critiquing other people, but you never allow yourself to be critiqued. Or you on social media and you have strong thumbs where you're bold enough to post comments on other people things, to talk about people, but you're never bold enough to share yourself. So for me, when I look at this comment, when I look at this pen, I look at it from a motivational standpoint. And I'm going to tell you, when I saw this pen, I found it at a very important time in my life. It was at the time where I was deciding if I wanted to start my podcast. And I wanted to start it a while ago, longer before I actually started it, but I was hesitant. Again, it was me being all in my head, wanting everything to be successful, wanting to get the buy-in from certain people, wanting comparing myself to other people. We talked about the dangers of how comparison kills. You can go back on another episode previous and talk about that. But I gave myself so many reasons not to do something that I never did it. So a crazy point about me is I would be somebody's biggest hype man. Like if you come to me and you tell me that you have an idea, you have a dream, you have something that you want to focus on, I'm going to rock with you. I'm going to do whatever you need me to do to help get your stuff off the ground, to help make sure you have everything you need. But I don't take that same intensity when it comes to me, Marcus, jumping off and doing things. So when you see me talking about adult black dad, this is a process. This is me having to get over myself to actually get off the couch, get off the scene, and stop comparing yourself to other people and just get out there and start doing it. Is it going to be perfect? No. What is perfection? Who knows? Is it going to get all the streams that you think it should get or that you wanted to get? No. But the difference between you and everybody that you compare yourself to is that they had the boldness to actually get up. They had the actual boldness to start pressing record. They had the boldness to apply for that class. They had the boldness to apply for that grant opportunity. They had the boldness to go out and do the things that you probably have the degree to do. You probably have the experience to do it. And to not just keep talking about you or putting it off on you, talking about myself. I have the life experiences that go with creating a content heavy podcast. I have the knowledge that goes with talking about creative points and things that people would love to be engaged in. But what I did not have is that go get it. Like how some people just go at it. I admire those type of people. If you are somebody who is just a go-getter, that whenever you feel the drive or you feel the need to go and do something and you go get up and go do it, I applaud you. Let me sit at your table. I want you to come on my show and talk about that, because that is something that I'm still allowing those type of people to rub off on me. So if you know some go-getters, hey, send them my way, because I want to talk to them so I can continue to learn. And it's hard because you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable, and you have to allow yourself to fail in front of people. And I think that's one of the biggest things for me. I don't like to fail. I don't like to fall. I don't like to be judged. I like things to be a certain way. Like I like to have a certain level of control. But you'll never always have control, Marcus. That's impossible. That's an unrealistic expectation that you cannot have. So back to this pen. And it's not to say that other people who have podcasts that I'm better than them. It's not to say other people who lead groups that I'm better than them. It's not to say that other facilitators or other teachers that I'm better than anybody. So it's never a matter of arrogance, because I'm going to clap up and support anybody and give you the platform to talk. But what it does say is you're better than me in the sense that you're willing to get out there and do it, because you have a level of belief in yourself that apparently I don't. So when I really sit down and look about it, I got to give you real credit, because you're the person who's actually getting out there, grinding, taking the chance, and I'm just sitting here on the sideline. All because I'm fearful, all because I'm scared. But I dare not sit on the sideline anymore and judge other people who are willing to get into the fight. So that's like one thing for me in this season of my life right now. Like I'm going through a lot of transitions with work, financial transitions, things with family, and it's a lot. But I'm allowing myself to embrace this new transition that I'm going in and not being fearful and staying paused. And what I mean by staying paused, sometimes I can get fearful to a point where I no longer move and just accept whatever comes. And sometimes I can just say, well, I know God got it. I know He gonna take care of it. But that makes me still just sit there and not do anything. But what are you doing with the time that you have? There are certain resources that I have. There are certain resources that you have. There are just certain gifts that we have naturally, that we don't take advantage of them because we don't feel like they are worthy. And once we start to take those gifts, those talents that we have, and surround yourself with people who are go-getters. Like for me, I'm doing my best. I'm surrounding myself with people that are younger than me. I mean, I'm not oldest thing in the world, but I got enough gray that you would think I am. I'm surrounding myself with people who are younger than me because they have another insight that I don't have at my age. They have another drive. They have another. I mean, if you're not sitting down talking with young people now, I don't know what you're doing. But I also spend time sitting around older people also because they have a certain level of wisdom that I want to be able to obtain. And they have certain storytellings of things of history that I want to know so I can make sure that they get passed down. But I never saw those things as being big. I never saw being able to sit in the middle of generations and have a conversation as a major thing. You know, it was cool, but now I'm learning that those things are good. So I'm surrounding myself with go-getters. I'm surrounding myself with people with wisdom. I'm surrounding myself and I'm allowing myself to be open to hear wherever the lesson is coming from. Like, I don't care who you are. If you speaking something that I feel like it's going to be able to help me, I'm going to listen. Black, white, any race, any nationality, any sexual preference, any faith based, I don't care. If I can learn something from you, hey man, pull up a chair, let's talk. Let's chat it out. So this episode was just that quick. Like, I posted the picture of the pen, and immediately I said I want to start talking more about my pens because they mean a lot to me. I don't just wear them for whatever reason. Like my tattoos, every tattoo that I have, it's a representation of me or something that I believe in wholeheartedly. That's why I have it tattooed on me, because that's just who I am. So, you know, as you all read this, listen to this episode, send me some comments. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on TikTok. Send me some inbox of what you think about this. Do you think, are there areas in your life that you need to push? Are there areas in your life that you need to challenge yourself? Are there areas in your life that you need to come from behind your level of comfort and allow yourself to be stretched and challenged? If that's you, hit me up. Let me know what those areas are, and we can chat it up and we can talk about it. So, real quick episode today. I'll be back with more, but for right now, this is another episode of Adult Black Dad. I'm your host, Marcus A. Smothers. I'll see y'all on the next side. Yes, sir. I gotta be.